What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt Taville with Counterpunched Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Jon Bones Jones. Get this. Jon Jones apologizes for Anthony Joshua versus Francis Ngannou prediction. Okay? And this is what he had to say. Okay, Jon Jones is rooting for Francis Ngannou to beat Anthony Joshua, but would put his money on the Brixton to win. He said this. He said, Francis is a wonderful stand-up person, but Joshua has been doing this since he was a young boy. And I'm the type of guy who just gives respect where it's due. So if I personally had to put my money on it, not that I gamble, I would put it on Anthony Joshua. But I am rooting for Francis. Sorry, Francis. Those are the words of Jon Jones, and let me counterpunch. I can respect the prediction. I have many predictions like that on top of who I'm going for, and who you predict to win is not always who you want to win. Okay? Who you want to win is more like the fanboy, or you're a fan of that guy, or you have some kind of bias towards that person for whatever reason, right? Whereas the person that logically who would win is the person that has the best skills, the person that has the better ring IQ, the better person that, or the person that is better qualified to actually win. Okay, that's the person you're going to go with just logically. You know, it has nothing to do with favoritism. And I think a lot of people misconstrued favoritism as their prediction, which they should honestly have a clearer mind. Some people are so biased to the fact that they can't think logically. They think like fans. Okay? Fan means fanatic. Fanatic is the root word, or fan is the root word of fanatic, right? So, like, a lot of people don't see that. A lot of people don't think logically about certain things. A lot of people use their emotions to predict fights, and they shouldn't do that. Okay? But I'll say this. In the heavyweight division, this is the equalizer of the division. One punch can change everything. Okay? Since one punch could change everything, Francis definitely has a shot. So, rooting for Francis against AJ, wouldn't really be smart in terms of boxing. But then again, here's the weird deal. We said the same stuff about Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury, we looked at that as a joke, a gimmick fight, like AJ said before, some type of a stalling tactic, for Usyk instead of Usyk, those type of things, But to be fair, Usyk just fought Danny Dubois, so Tyson Fury had to fight somebody, right? So I think that Jon Jones is onto something, and I think he knows. I will counterpunch him in that he hasn't been fighting since a young boy, maybe a young man, not a young boy. You know what I mean? You got guys like Tyson Fury and Lennox Lewis and Alexander Usyk. Those guys have been fighting since they were young kids, or a young boy, or young boys, should I say, since there's three of them I just mentioned. So, yeah, but no, AJ versus Ngannou, I can respect the favoritism. I can respect the camaraderie for a former MMA fighter, because it does seem like at times it seems like them versus us a lot of times. So MMA, UFC versus boxing, and that's been going around a long time, and somewhat like a Cold War when it comes to these two sports. Okay, even though UFC has got and snatched and extracted a lot of things from boxing, they have, weight classes and rehydration clauses and day before weigh-ins and those type of things. Okay, and then some of the rules as well, certain things you can't do in MMA, versus a street fight, just like boxing. So, it's that rival, similar sport that you can do more because it involves more. Okay, because it involves mixed martial arts as opposed to boxing. So a lot of people have gravitated towards UFC, in a sense because of what it is. I watch UFC from time to time. I'm a martial artist myself, so I respect what's going on and what's happening, but I do love boxing. This is the sport that I love, that I hate so much. You guys tell me what you think of John Bones Jones apologizing for his prediction between Anthony Joshua and Francis Ngannou. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!